Hi, and welcome back. It's been a while, so if you're following me live, awesome. Good to see you. Otherwise, welcome back. I am, let's see if you're following on YouTube. Thank you there too. Let's see. Let's get right into it. It says first page feedback. If you're not familiar with it, it's when I read the first page of a manuscript that somebody has submitted to me. They usually just submit the first page, which is not the case in this case, but it's usually the case. Let's see here. Okay, so I read the first page, give feedback. That's really it. I'm a writer. My name is Pat Luther. In case I haven't introduced myself yet, or you're not familiar with the channel yet, I'm Pat Luther. I'm a writer. I write science fiction and fantasy. I've got a few novels out now. Which links are in the description, so you can find them there. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been here, so let's get right into it. This is the first page. I'm going to read it. I'm going to give my thoughts on it, some of the questions it raised, and tell you, just kind of give feedback. Hopefully will be instructive and useful of what kinds of things are there in the page. So, that's the first page. I'll read it first and then give my thoughts. So it is, reading it now. Sorry. It is 2016. I am 12 years old and running barefoot down a city street. I don't know what city. It is raining. I'm wearing a long t-shirt and nothing else. It was the only thing I managed to steal when I left. The cold, wet gravel on the street hurts my feet, but I ignore it as I run. I think I lost the people chasing me, but I can't be sure. I don't see them behind me. Ahead I see a sign that says library, and I follow where it points. It is evening. I have no idea what time, but the library is still open. People look up when I come in. Some of them look concerned. I don't know who they are or how many know... Sorry, let me restart that sentence, that paragraph. People look up when I come in. Some of them look concerned. I don't know who they are or how many know the people I've been traveling with. I'm scared. I walk up to a woman behind a desk. I don't know what she's going to do. A man who is with her approaches us. I wish he wouldn't, but I'm committed now. I tell them both the words I've rehearsed in my head. I need a librarian and a place to hide. The man nods and says, "This way." He leads me behind the counter and into a back room. The woman comes with us, and I begin to relax. "What's going on?" the man asks. "Do you want me to call the police?" "No," I beg. "Last time I got away, the police took me back and they punished me. My friend told me there are people who help people like me, but I don't know how to find them. But librarians know things, right?" "Yes, we do," the woman says. She has a kind smile. "And what we don't know, we can find out." She was right. She did, and it saved my life. So, yeah, that's the first page. So this one's a little different, because I've actually read the whole story, so I know a lot of what it's setting up and what the questions are. I read an earlier version of this. This page wasn't actually in the version I read. But yeah, so I know the overall, and it is a memoir. This is a true story of something that happened. Let's see. So this is a brand new first page. It starts at a different spot in the story than where it originally started. And I think this is a stronger beginning. I like this beginning a lot. So it raises that mystery, right? It starts off with all sorts of questions. Girl's running away. Why is she running? What's she running away from and why? Why did she have to steal a t-shirt? What happened to the rest of her clothes? It's not looking good. Why a library, right? And this is an answer I don't actually know the answer to. I'm kind of curious if she decided to run now because there was a library and she saw it, or was she already running away and then she happened to see a library and so that's where she went. Library turns out to be a good place to go. Let's see, why would the people there know the people she's traveling with? I don't really understand why she would think that at the time. That anybody there would know them unless it's general paranoia, which, given the rest of their memoir, is quite justified. Let's see. Why was she there? Are the people she's traveling with the ones she's running away from? I happen to know that the answer to that is yes, because what else? I mean, she's obviously running away from somebody, and she got away. So I guess that answers that question. But yeah, and why didn't she want the man to approach, and why would she be committed? If she didn't like what she saw, couldn't she turn and keep running? so I'm not sure what the answer to that is, but that's, and why did the police take her back? Okay, that's a great question. So she raised that. She said that she got away from these people. The police took her back to them. And so, yeah, it raises the question of why they would do that. And who are the people who help people like her? So in this introduction, it doesn't really give the indication of who are the people like her and who are the ones that help her. So, yeah, this raises good questions. It's right. I like the answer or the ending of that. I like the case switch, too, at the end, if you caught that. This is all... It is 2016. I don't know what city. It is evening, etc., etc. This is all present tense up until the very last sentence, where it kind of goes, we're done with this part, and we're switching into the story now. So she got away. She's in the library. And then it switches to past tense. She was right. She did, and it saved my life. And that gives the promise right there of that she's able to find things out. She did successfully find them out, and why did it save her life and what happened, right? It gives the promise of the rest of the story there, which is great. I love this setup. Let's see. I would have liked a little more about the discussion, even if it was just the looks between the two librarians before they agreed to hide her, right? It just seems a little abrupt that she walks in, says, I need a librarian place to hide, and the man says, this way, immediately. That's just the answer. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's, I'm sure that's what happened. That's, sorry. But one of the first people who read my novel when I was first starting out, a guy named Graulinet, he's another author. And one of the, detailed a specific crime in that novel that I actually know was committed in exactly the way I described it. But for neither he nor the other reader, they said it didn't ring true at all, and they wanted it explained better, or cut out. They actually suggest cut it out and said I just rewrote it a bit to explain it better. But he had the great line of the truth is no excuse, which is really insightful, I thought. If you describe something, you've got to sell it. It needs to seem reasonable, even if it's a history or a fact. It needs to be explained in such a way that it can be believed. So something like this needs to be sold. I think I need a librarian place to hide. The man nods and says, this way. Right, we're right here. And just immediately, maybe have some kind of mention of the looks between the two, or even speculation. There must have been something that I missed, or something, say something about that is what I would do there. Do you want me to call the police? No, last time I got away. This is good. So, wait, the police took me back and they punished me. Did the police punish her, or did the people... I know that it's a little ambiguous. I know that it was the people who had, were carrying her around. This is it's a memoir. Did I mention this already? This is a memoir. The woman in question was a human trafficking victim for several years, and for the last few of those years, she was part of a group that was being carried around the country in various ways by some very not nice people who are all in jail now. So I'm going to give away the ending, which she, in the original version, she did that at the beginning. She mentioned she's, talked to psychologists and FBI and various other people, and most of the people who she dealt with were eventually caught and put in jail. Let's see. Anyways, where was I? Okay, still the narrative. I said that part. The librarians know everything. I kind of like that, because they do. And it's absolutely, if you don't know something and you ask a librarian, you will find an answer, because they're really good at that. Better than Google. So it's the thing that's great. I like that she pointed that out. I really love the fact that she ran to a library when she got away. Not a police station or anything else. And there are groups that help human trafficking victims, and that's who she got in touch with. And I don't remember the name of the group right now, but they're out there. If you need one, ask a librarian, I guess. Or Google, I don't know. Sorry. Let's see. I do like that. Let's see, the switch. Yeah, I mentioned the switch in tense at the end, which is a great thing. The new last line, yeah. So it is a memoir. This happened many years ago. She's in college now. Let's see. And I think that's really all I have to say about this. So some good, strong stuff in here. There were a couple awkward sentences. Like the last time I got away, the police took me back and they punished me. Kind of implies it was the police that punished her and not her captors. Let's see. I don't know who they are. How many know the people? This was just a little awkward to say. I don't know who they are or how many know the people. See, I can't even say now. I'm sorry. I've been traveling with. So, some minor nits that could be put out. I would definitely recommend reading your own first page out loud, even if you don't submit it to anybody else. At least the first page. There are people who recommend reading the entire novel out loud, and you will learn things and figure it out that way, but it's a lot to do an entire novel out loud. But at least read the first page, because that's the part that's going to hook people. So I'd recommend doing that. That will reveal all of the awkward dialogue, all of the awkward phrasings of things, all of the difficult to pronounce words, and the strength of some of these sentences. Like this one. I mean, this is a great, strong sentence for ending the first page on. And that's really all I've got about this one. So thank you very much. If you stay tuned, I'm going to, in just a few more minutes, go back to my other stream where I play The Last of Us and talk about the writing in there. So thank you very much for joining us, and I will see you in a few minutes. Thank you.